Washington.
This your boy, Martin for here once again. Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is your boy Jamari4 here once again, and as you can probably see, we have a new background, and so this is my new spot. I officially just got all my stuff moved in over this past weekend, and so it's gonna be the regular area where I'm gonna be filming. I was worried about this light, so now let me know if this light is working for y'all. And my allergies have been messed up, so if I start sneezing uncontrollably during this review, bear with me. Woo! But anyways, we're here to review episode. Is this 3 or 4? I think this is 3. If not, one of them. We're here to review the latest episode that just came on tonight. Okay, so we start off with Hazel Lee and Tiara. And Tiara's in the confession talking about I had, an epiphany. I've been stuck between the guy I used to fuck and now I'm stuck with the bitch that he's fucking now. And I just have to go back to where it all began, to the friendships and all that shit. So I'm just like, okay, who the fuck is she talking about? I'm about to say there's only a limited people in the cast that she knows who she could call, like, friend or old friend. So I'm like, who the fuck is she talking about? So she gets Hazel Lee. And I'm just like, okay. And basically, Hazel was trying to be appreciative about her, checking up on her about her grandfather and things, but she was like, well, still, at the end of the day, I need you to admit to you sucking Young Bird's dick in this alley. So, yeah. I'm like, bitch. Okay. And I think this is going to be a recurring theme for this particular episode. Why does it seem like the women go to or attack or make enemies of the other woman when it's in fact your man that you're supposed to be with, who's supposed to be loyal to you, bitch, but is apparently doing other shit with other women? So he's like, she wants Tiara to admit to Young Bird, or Tiara to admit to her, giving a blowjob to Young Bird in some alley. But at the same time, it's like, Tiara was your friend. I'm pretty sure Tiara was probably your friend before you and Bird, or has been there throughout the entire Bird process, I'm sure. So, it seems like the loyalty of the friendship would be there before Young Bird, because Young Bird has showed you time and time again that he's a liar, a deceiver, and just an overall fuckboy. So, I don't understand why she seems so sure and certain that Tiara got on her knees. Like, I was with Tiara with this, so she was like, so you really think, bitch, that I got on my knees on the gravel and rock to blow a fun-sized penis? Really, bitch? That's what you believe? That's the story we're gonna go with, how? Oh, okay. And she just paid this. But yes, Hazel Lee is still stuck on trying to admit to it. Like, I don't understand what kind of gratification or closure you're trying to get from this to admitting to a lie. But either way it goes, I never believed that whole Tiara Berg situation. She never even gave Berg the type of, girl, that's some ratchet ass motherfuckers out there on the about. Anyway. I'm right by this window, y'all, so I'm just hearing like all this conversation. But anyway, we move forward. Ray J and Lil B. We're introduced to Lil B, aka Brandy. This bitch is extra. I just don't know what other word right now to describe her, because she's just... I mean, I kind of like her. I liked her more in the beginning than at the end of the episode where she was kind of stupid. But she was trying to introduce herself as, yes, I am the wife of Max Lux, or whoever the fuck she was like. And we all on Twitter looking like, who the fuck is that? Do y'all know who that is? I don't even think I got his name. Sorry, y'all. I got a phone call in mid-conversation. But, fuck, what the hell was I talking about? Train of thought was ruined. Oh, yeah. We was all on Twitter looking like, hey, who the fuck is this man? I wasn't even sure I got his name right. Like, Max Lux, like M-A-X space L-U-X. Is that what you mean? Or L-U-C-K-S? I'm not sure. I didn't look at the... I wasn't able to look at the proper name spelling when he was in his confession, because I was too distracted by all this going on. And I don't know what it is about this season, but it just seems like everybody just has a common issue in this area, their own unique issues up in this area. But either way it goes, she was like, yes, I am the goddaughter to the one and only Whitney Houston. See? I'm allergic to the bullshit. Woo. And I'm just like, you making it seem like... Woo, sorry. Girl, this allergy's been fucking up. But she was making it seem like being the goddaughter was like, you were blood. Like, anybody can be... Ooh. Anybody can be a goddaughter, bitch. Like, all it is just a matter of somebody saying, will you be my child's godparent, and just say yes, and boom. Like, you saying like you was a long lost niece, blood niece or something. And I'm just like, girl, I'm sure Whitney had plenty of goddaughters. But I mean, you know, it is what it is. If you had an actual relationship with the girl and with Whitney, then I mean that's commendable, but whatever. I'm not even gonna go into that anymore. So her and Ray J talk about her and Princess situation. Ray J's trying to say like Princess is this and she's tripping and bitch. I'm just like, Ray J, shut the hell up. She had all the right to feel every way that she felt. You had her in the house the whole time. You deliberately lied to her about this apartment, talking about, oh, I'm done with it. But you never insinuated about you having to do a finale, and you didn't tell her about it. So when she found out about it, of course she's gonna think you're full of shit. So now, I guess the whole thing about her and Tiara, that was, I mean, from your view, it was like, what the fuck? I understand that, but just the overall situation in general, Ray J, fuck you. Okay? Fuck you. And let's see, where are we at? So we get to Soulja Boy and Nas in this alleged video shoot, because y'all know that was some bullshit. And I wanted to know, was I hearing these words correctly? Did this man say, what did it? Wiggle my wrist? Or wiggle it? Like this? Or like what? He looked like he was doing something. Girl. Don't ask me about hip hop and rap music. I can't tell you. But Nas and Dre talk about Nia. Now this is another part where I'm just like, I'm confused. And you know what? They should have revealed more information about Nas and Nia's and I guess Soulja Boy's whole dynamic first before going into all these scenes, because we're like looking at these things from one way, and then once they kind of explain a little bit more about what happened, then it's like, oh, okay. So this is the whole situation of, okay, we was fucking and now you back with Nia. And I'm just like, at first I'm like, well, bitch, that's the whole side chick role. That's how side chick roles work. We fuck, but at the end of the day, I'm with my main chick, you know, majority of the time, or just publicly, you know? Excuse me. And I'm just like, okay, I guess they were fucking more than one. Ooh, excuse me. Fucking more than once. But and then she was like, when you were with me, all you were talking about, oh, you love me, when we're having sex and da-da-da. And me and the people on Twitter are just like, duh, bitch. Whenever a man is getting a nut, he will say that you are the most wonderful person in the world. You are the sun, the moon, the skies, and, you know, you are everything while he's busting this nut. But after it, like, of course, that's just how sex works. Like, oh, girl, don't be fooled by the moment of nut. The moment of nut is when a man will say any and everything that you want to hear. So, poor baby. And then they started fighting back and forth about it. I'm just like, why is this an argument? Why is the side chick fighting about being a side chick? Why do they always feel like, oh, because we're consistently still having sex, you're supposed to be with me? But the thing is, why would you want to be with a man who fucks on his girlfriend? Let's say if he does make you the main bitch. Okay, now Nia's out the picture, you're the main bitch now. What's to stop him from fucking the new next bitch? Why would you want to fight with a man as a side bitch if you want him, but you know he's liable to cheat because he's cheating with you? Like, what? Feel like I don't even know why we bother trying to educate these girls. They ain't gonna listen to us. Y'all need to listen to the motherfucking YouTube bloggers. Where we at, girl? So we're introduced to the bitch. I guess that young. What's his name? Lil Fizz is gonna be fucking on a regular basis. Well, I don't know after this episode, but I mean, that was kind of quick. But it's this girl named Kamaya, and allegedly, her and Fizz have been dating, chilling, spending a lot of time together. She was talking about like every day or some shit. I'm just like, okay. And so I guess that's just kind of interesting. It wasn't really much to the scene. It was just kind of like a short, hey, this is the bitch I'm fucking right now. Here she is. And so she's doing like a little photo shoot and whatnot, and he comes over, pops up, and all this other stuff. I'm just like, oh, okay, sure, whatever. Just a fun way to introduce her. Okay, cool. So then we actually get to the scene with Max Lux and his wife Brandy in this apartment house or whatever Mona Scott Young has concocted, and girl. I know we were all saying it. We all saw it. All of that. It was... Somebody said it looked like he'd been chewing on brimstone. I'm just like, y'all... Girl, but he looked a mess. Not a hot mess, a hot mess. You gotta get the up in there. Because that's... And then these women... She was just holding on so tight to him. He was about to go to the studio. She's like, you gonna call me every 4 hours. I'm gonna check up on you every 20 minutes. You gonna text me every 5. Like, bitch, what? Like, y'all are doing the most and putting all this effort into niggas who ain't shit. And then you have to go and find him. He said, where the fuck is your ring at? And he pulled it out of his pocket. And he was like, why is the fuck is in your pocket? He gonna say something like, it's closer to my heart. Bitch, your pocket is closer to your dick than your heart. You talking about, oh, keeping it to my heart. How is keeping it in your pocket close to your heart? It's not even being seen, bitch. Girl. And she's sitting up there going crazy, talking about my husband is my everything. Girl, I'm gonna need you to get more shit, because if he's your everything, you ain't got much, girl. So, the next thing, Nia talks to April about the whole Nas situation. And again, Nia, girl. Why is all this animosity, and why are we seeing all these scenes with you talking shit about Nas, when in fact these should be situations and you should be giving this anger towards your man? Because if this bitch is going around and has so much to say about what you and your man are doing, then why aren't you mad at him? You're talking about, oh, me and Dre, we're still cool, or we're doing something. And even Dre told us, a couple weeks back that Nia knows that I do shit on the line. So I'm just like, if you know that this is what happens, why her? Why are you tripping about her? She's just like all these other bitches he be fucking on the road, apparently. It's just probably he's just frequent with her probably more of the time. Or they're just so happen to be in the same state. I just don't see like, okay... I guess it's because they were friends before, and there's like a sense of, more of a sense of betrayal. It's like, I guess the other hoes, he don't really know them, so I guess it's not as personal, but I just don't see why you're not, going at Dre's neck. Dre's neck. I don't know why I'm calling him. Do I want to call him Dre or Soulja Boy? I kind of just want to call him Nasty Ugly Kneecap Scab, because that's kind of what he looked like. But that's where you should be, putting your damn, all this attention, all this rage, all this supposed anger. That's the direction that this shit to be pointed in. And that's pretty much what you were saying to April. There was some other random hoe there. I forget her name. Then we get to Bay. Okay, so since last week, since I last came to you guys, Milan Christopher, that 4A man from Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, he done followed me on Twitter, favorited and retweeted a bitch. Follow the bitch back on Snapchat and everything. I told y'all we are together, but y'all just want to see it, so your other hoes better follow the fuck back. I'm for real. That's why me and Miles, we ain't cool. I'm just playing. But Miles and Hazel Lee talk about, Tiara, the whole situation. I guess I don't know. I don't know why Miles doesn't like Tiara. I guess that's just something in the past that we don't really know about, or whatever. But um, he talks to her. Basically, kind of feels like, okay, he's been acting different. Excuse me, saying he's not ready to come out and all this other stuff, and I feel like he's cheating. And Hazel Lee's like, oh, excuse me, I got gas. See, I can't be. I got gas going on. I got sneezing going on. It's just a whole lot, but I'm still gonna record this bitch. So, he thinks he's cheating and this, that, and the fourth. And I'm just like, I mean, yeah, I can understand his frustration. I can really understand the whole dynamic between these two. He wants Miles to come out, like we discussed before, and he's not cool with being kept a secret, because once you've gone through a large portion of your life, especially your youth and your preteens and your teenage years, all those angst years, and once you finally get to a place of acceptance where you're finally able to just be comfortable with yourself, and be who you are, and if you're trying to be with somebody and they're still in that, and you're still, and by being with them, they're putting you back in that same place of secrecy and all that other stuff, you're like, oh no, I done went to too much to become comfortable with myself. I ain't too much trying to be, somebody's dirty little secret. So I completely understand, where Miles is coming from. And I feel like he still has every right to feel that way. Like, I mean, if you can't be out, or you can't be, the way that I need you to be, then I'm not going to be happy. So we can't be in a relationship. That's just the way that it should be. So Fizz gets home. I guess he said he went out of town or something, and he left Kamaya the keys for a couple of days or whatnot, and he only gave her like 2 drawer spaces of stuff. I guess he could put her stuff in. I'm just like, 2 drawer spaces? What's she gonna do with 2 drawer spaces? Would you put just her tampons in there? Like, what the fuck? I'm like, why? Whatever. But anyways, apparently she done came home and rearranged and did a whole home makeover on that ass. Rearranged furniture. I don't know if she just rearranged it or bought new shit. But I can understand, where Fizz is coming from. If I let you in my house, don't go in redecorating shit. Like, I just moved into here, and me and my mom going back and forth about how she felt like, certain shit should be going, well, it should be facing this way because da-da-da. I'm like, look, this is the way I like to have my shit. I'm the one that have to look at it, live in it, not you. So I understand how you like to have your shit a certain way. That's what I'm trying to say. So I completely understand where it's coming from with that. Now, Nas meets with Nia. And this is where we kind of get the whole gist of how this friendship worked in the past. So, apparently, we find out that Nia allegedly, reportedly, supposedly, fucked 2, not 1, but 2 of Nas's, previous, I guess, guys that she was dating. Now, I don't remember if they said that they were fucking at the time. Like, if Nia fucked somebody that she was actually with, or was Nia fucking somebody that Nas just fucked with in the past. They never really specified how that time, period went. But the point is, Nia did the same shit to Nas that Nas is doing to Nia. So this is their dynamic here. Their friendship, like I said on Twitter, is based off of sharing the same penis. So, and I'm just like, Soulja Boy must have some platinum ass peen to be having these hoes doing all this extra shit, and he's sitting up there looking like the back of somebody's elbow. Like, what the fuck? He just looks crusty. He looks like I should just get a lip balm and just hit his whole body. Just okay. But yeah, so we figure out that, so that's why Nia's putting all this energy, because she knows exactly what Nia's doing, because she did the same shit to her. So that's why I'm like, so how can you be mad at her? You did the same shit to her, bitch. Like, oh, it's always different when it's your man, but when it's somebody else's man, oh, it's no tea. I tell you, that's how hoes work nowadays. And they go fighting back and forth. Nia looked like she's about to scratch that bitch face out. I was like, shit, move security. I want to see this shit play out. And still, again, Nia starts talking about some fix your teeth, bitch, in your rotten ass pussy, and da da da. I'm just like, Nia, bitch, you don't have the room to talk about anyone's mouth situation. We just talked about this before. No, girl. You can't do it. You cannot do it. You do not have the right to talk about anyone's mouth situation. Okay? No. Now, mind you, Nas's teeth, are doing the gangster lean. And things like Justin J said this bitch look like her teeth are doing the Cupid shuffle. But that may be the case, but you, bitch, somebody said your tongue reaches reaches your mouth before your teeth do 3 days prior to. And I'm just like, oh my God. Oh my God. But Nia, girl, I think that all this energy, all this shit should be headed towards Soulja Boy's situation, Soulja Boy's direction, because you're putting too much energy in this bitch, and your man is the one is apparently still fucking him 2 weeks ago. So, but I guess she just feels like he's lying or she's lying. I'm like, bitch, he tells you again that he's fucking, he says that when he is on the road, he is fucking other bitches. Anyway, girls, where are we at? Brandy and Nikki talk about, they go into the fabric store to talk about Nikki's trying to get stuff for her lingerie line or whatever. And Nikki tells her, well, not Nikki, but Brandy tells Nikki about how when she has a son. They just kind of glossed over that. But she has a son who was playing in the carpet, and he found her ring, or her husband's ring, on the floor. So I guess I don't know if this is supposed to be the same night that he went to the studio or a different night. Like, did he take the ring off and throw it on the ground? Like, I don't know. But, so they're going to plot a plan.
It's 9 o'clock.
Thank you. They plot to, I guess, kind of set up, what's that man's? Matt, who I can't remember the fuck's name is. And they're gonna arrive in a black car. Like, she was talking about she was the pizza delivery boy and she hid out in niggas' trunks and shit. I'm like, girl, if you have to do all of this, why bother? Honestly, why bother? Like, if you're that insecure about your relationship and you have to do all of this detective work and become Inspector motherfucking Gadget, then let that shit go. Because that shit will stress you the fuck out, and that's not what a relationship is supposed to be. And I feel like that's kind of like the norm in today's society. Like, relationships, we're expected to be cheated on, so we have to feel like we always have to monitor and try to catch them cheating like it's a game. I ain't with that shit no more. I'd just rather be by my fucking self if I gotta do all that. But that's for real. Fizz talks to Omarion about Kamaya. He's just trying to figure out is he committed, or like, what's the whole thing? And he's just like, I'm just sampling. He's just say he's been single. He doesn't really want to be tied down to another girl. And I mean, I don't see anything wrong with Fizz is doing. I feel like he's being honest, with these women, because him and Kamaya had another scene about her being an appetizer. I mean, I feel like he's just saying, look, I know, I just want you to be aware we're having fun, but I'm having fun with other people also. I'm just trying to, see what I like, see who I like, and then I'll go from there. Like, I feel like it's better for him to say that to you than him just being like, oh, I'm only fucking you and only you, and if you find out there's 5 other bitches. Like, I feel like if he's at least telling you you're not the only person to mess with, it's good to know. I'd rather know that than be lied to. Like, I don't see anything wrong with Fizz doing, especially since Fizz seems kind of like the kind of guy who would want to be with one woman, but because of the whole Moniece and Amanda situation that went on last year, he's like, look, I ain't trying to do that right now, so I'm just gonna have some fun. So I understand. And then we get to this Nikki and Brandy, and she walks in with her husband and all this other stuff, and I guess they hear music, and she walks in, she's like, this is why you hoes, like, why is your arm around my husband, and they get into this whole fisticuff situation. Well, not really a fisticuff, but whatever. The security dragged them out, and that's where the episode ends. Ooh, this is a long-ass review, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed it. But I had fun filming it, though, because I knew I had some shit to say about this goddamn episode. But that was the end of the episode, y'all. I think we're introduced to the whole cast by now. We're kind of seeing how these storylines are, playing out. And so far, this is actually pretty good. Last season, it was, complete and total booty. But this season is actually, I'm enjoying it. So make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to the videos if you haven't already, and let me know what are some of your thoughts about the episode. I'll be replying back to the comments, and I'll see you guys next week on For Love and Hip Hop episode either 4 or 5. I don't know which one this is. Bye, y'all.
Like, share, subscribe.